It's fun time.
Full Factory in the building. We are here. Yes, yes, yes. I took a little break. Now I'm back. I'm happy to be back. I feel refreshed. I feel rejuvenated. I feel like I'm back to doing what I'm doing. And even though it was only one day, I just felt like I needed that. So I'm back. Shane, what's good with you, man? How you, man?
I'm alright.
You good?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You chilling? That's good. A lot to talk about. Lots going around the country. A lot of things. Preferably one of them being about the NFL, about the kneeling situation.
Yes. Yeah. That was a big issue last week.
Yeah. So it was really a big issue, and what Trump said. I think for me personally, getting into this, a lot of people asked me. They was like, "Well, Terrance, what were your views on what you feel about what's going on in the NFL?" I told them this. I had no problem with them kneeling, for a protest.
Right.
Let's put something into action.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you are ball players that do make millions of dollars. Not to say that should be the main reason.
Sure.
But my thing is, well, won't you to the victims that got, to the victims that died along with police brutality, things that happen. Won't you do like a charity game or something to where that we can get back to those families that lost loved ones?
I mean, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is that people view it as these sports stars shouldn't be speaking their mind about these issues, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is from people who don't really even believe that this issue exists. Right, a lot of the time, like the fact that even mentioning this, the social injustice and police brutality, just mentioning it, you get angry reactions from people as if they don't want to admit that it exists. Right. Mm-hmm. And so I think people telling players to kneel are wrong. I feel like players, if they want to kneel, they should be allowed to. I think the idea of doing an NFL charity game would be amazing. Right. However, I don't think the NFL would ever want to do that.
Right. But even with the athletes, they don't even necessarily have to go through the NFL. They can create their own thing.
Not
even a charity game, just something to where they can give proceeds back to the families that lost loved ones.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Now, this is the thing that gets me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fair enough. My issue, my clearly issue is this: now, since all the owners and everybody is protesting and kneeling to the flag and all this big thing, why is it that Kaepernick?
Kaepernick,
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. Why isn't he not back in the NFL?
Because he decided to kneel.
But everybody else is kneeling now.
Yeah, but they did it after that.
Right. So but still, and the sad part is he kneeled for a real good reason. I think most of the owners are kneeling now because of what Trump said.
Oh yeah. I mean, in terms of players individually kneeling, right? I mean, that's obviously a response to, just being black in America, or at least being sympathetic to that.
Right.
And then I think the coaches kneeling, did you see the one with the Cowboys where they're all locked in arms? Whack. And they all kneel, and the one guy cheesing the camera.
That was so corny.
That comes from specifically because of what Trump said.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just why, man? All of a sudden Trump says something, oh, you know what? We're not going to take this. We're going to kneel.
But I guarantee that, those are the coaches and the owners of the teams, right?
Right.
I think the players who kneel, the players who choose to kneel, right? Or put a fist up or something that isn't putting their hand over their heart, are doing it consciously because whether you're rich or you're poor, you're going to be demonized in America if you're black.
Yo, you are.
And we just have there's a whole Jay-Z song about this.
It is.
So, and again, people don't want to admit that. People don't like being faced with that hard sort of truth, especially when you have this thing where it's I'm watching these football games with my children and stuff like that. This is a family thing. I don't want to have to explain to my child what racism is in the middle of the thing and why they're wrong. It's sort of it's just a weird issue that people are upset at for for really dumb reasons.
They're like, man, how dare they?
I mean, these players are notable celebrities, right? With a large reach. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the fact that when they kneel, they're not doing it because, you know, like, one of the worst things I hear is like, oh, you're rich. What do you have? Like, you don't know what injustice is. You don't know what it is like to, you know, be like. But
before, you know, some of those players before they got rich, they knew.
Oh no, definitely, and but my point is that even now they know because did you hear about I think it was a Vikings player in Las Vegas?
No.
He was profiled. Yeah. He was in a club in Las Vegas, and he was standing outside the club, and there was a fight or something earlier in the night, and a bunch of these cops pull up and just jump right on him and put a gun to his head and says, "If you don't move, I'm gonna blow your brains out." And there's video of this guy with like a gun a cop with a gun to this dude's head, and this dude's like a notable NFL player, and he was just racially profiled because he fit the description of a potential criminal.
I'm glad you brought that up. So
like again, my point is that like, oh, you're rich, you profit from America, and then they claim that like, oh, you don't know what it's like or you've never experienced this, and it's like that's not true.
It's not true.
Because you can't look at somebody just by looking at them and tell that they're rich. Especially when the majority of racist white people think that all black people get their money from welfare and shit.
Yeah, when they even know Middle America,
you know what I mean? Like
has the majority of whites.
So it's like exactly. So like it's just a really dumb situation. So NFL players should kneel if they want to kneel.
I want to bring that up. So you said racially profiled. About 2 weeks ago, I was coming from somewhere. Not to mention, let me tell you how this all played out.
Okay, yeah.
It was a funny part in the whole situation.
Was it? It was funny?
Yeah. So I went to Chick-fil-A. With somebody very dear to me, right? Got something, right? Got something to eat.
Right.
Left, right? Stomach. Something wasn't right.
Okay.
I mean, bubbling.
Right.
You ever get that bubble?
Sure.
I don't know what type of sauce it was.
Some undercooked chicken in there.
I don't know. So next thing you know, I'm driving. I'm like, damn, I'm not going to make it home.
Yeah.
I get on Germantown Pike. Boom, I'm hitting
It's happening.
Down. Man, I said, yeah, it's happening. I said, I'm not going to get home, man. I was like, it's nowhere to the left, nowhere to the right to go. I'm still trying to figure out how am I even going to get home. And like, I'm not going to go through this.
Right.
I made a sharp left. No, I made a sharp right. It was a dark little road right after Chestnut Hill High School. Right?
Okay.
It was dark. I said, you know what? I got to do what I got to do. I took down my pants and let it all out.
In a park? Or?
It was like near a dumpster, but I was like, ugh. So I bought me a pack of boxers because I had no tissue, and I had to wipe my ass. Yeah, man. I had to go.
So how do we segue from
No, wait a minute. I'm not finished.
Oh, okay, this isn't finished.
No.
Okay.
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better.
I'm still wondering how this ties into our previous conversation.
I'm feeling better now, right? Boom. I called her up. Like, you see my wallet? She said, no. Okay, whatever. Called up. You know, person's dear to me. You see my wallet? She said, no, he's scared. I said, okay, all right. I'll call you when I get in. All right, bye. Bye. Click. Right? I'm driving. Now I'm feeling good about myself, right? I'm all good. I'm driving. I'm like, oh, man, I feel so relieved. Woo! Man, I see cops racing up to my car.
Okay.
A cop car. I mean, they were speeding, man. So, most likely when you see a cop car speeding like that, you
slow down.
You slow down, you pull over.
Sure.
So I pull over.
But they pull you over.
They pull me over, of course. Cop comes to me. I got my license and registration fast anyway.
Right.
I gave him my license and registration. He said, okay. He went back to his car. So I'm still sitting there.
Okay.
I'm like, man, what's going on here, man? Why I'm still sitting here?
Right.
Right? So he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no. He said, all right, sit tight. I'm like, all right, man. So now I'm thinking they trying to like do something to me. Like they
trying to get you for something.
Yeah, I'm like, they going to plant. I was like, yo, man, why I gotta end like this? So he comes back and he was like, yeah, it was a robbery not too far from where you're at, and you fit the description. Your car fit the description of robbery because you have a broken headlight in front. Mm-hmm. My headlight was off in front.
Right.
He was like, your car seems like it was part of the crime. But I gave you my license and registration. So then he comes back to my car again and says, you ever been locked up before? You ran my license, bro. You know I never been locked up before.
Right.
Haven't been locked up before. He said, can you step out the car? Step out the car. He drags me, not drag me, but he grabbed my shirt, pulls me to the back of my car, frisks me, right? Stay right here. They was like, all right, we're going to put you in the back of the cop car. Okay. They put me in the back of the cop car. When I tell you that they took everything out my car and ransacked my car, everything.
They put it all back?
No, I didn't put everything back. They ransacked it, looked through everything. They looked in my trunk, underneath the thing. And mind you, my doors are open.
Yeah.
That means my lights are on.
Yeah. So
they going in there, they rushing, they trying to get anything. So I'm telling the officer, you go down the windows. I'm asking the sergeant. I'm like, look, man, I can't breathe. You know what I mean? I need some air. I really want him to go out the window just in case they try to like shoot me in the car or something. Say I try to do it. I was gonna try to just jump out the car somehow. That's why I told him to go down the windows. I don't know what cops be thinking, man.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
They're gonna crack it though. They're not gonna roll it all the way
down. I know. But no, they was rolling all the way down.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was scared, man. I was like, did he say you step from anxiety? I said, yeah. When it come to y'all, damn right I do. She's like, all right. So I'm in the back of the car, man. I'm looking around. I'm just looking to see if I see anything. So he comes back. They took everything out the car. They tell me, like, all right, here go your license, your registration, everything. It's like, we just had to do our job. Now, he said, I did find a weed bag in your car. I could have locked you up for suspicions of DUI. There was nothing in the fucking bag. There was no weed in there. And if it was weed in there, all you have to do is give me a citation.
Yeah, because it's decriminalized.
Right. So how you going to lock me up off a suspicion of DUI when I'm not even fucking drunk or high?
Right.
I'm not stupid.
I hate that suspicion of DUI.
Yeah, suspicion, like, okay, you locking me up for what? Like, okay. So, long story short, I tried to turn my car back on. Wouldn't come back on.
Because they wasted the battery on the lights.
So then I had to sit there, right? Had to sit there and wait for AAA to come. Not to mention the lady, I guess on Germantown Avenue was like a little house, so I was blocking somebody's driveway.
Oh.
Yeah, so they was frustrated about that. And I was just like, oh my goodness, man. I put everything back in the car. AAA came trying to sell me a battery. Like, bro, I don't know.
Just jump.
Just jump my fucking car.
The people in the driveway couldn't jump your car?
No. They was trying to just get in the damn house. Oh. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to bother them. But he's telling me, yeah, man, you know, I can sell you this battery, you know, this battery. I mean, look, man, I don't have, it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night, whatever the case, maybe 12. I was like, I don't know, 10, 11. I don't have $180 on me. Right. Right? I have a debit card. And not to mention, I'm not swiping shit. Right. Jump my shit so I can go. Jump my shit and go. I was cool. Tuesday. Right. Right? I get pulled over again. This time I got pulled over because I was smiling. How the fuck do you pull me over because I'm smiling?
No, wait, but before you jump to the smiling story,
yeah, I
just want to say, if those cops had pulled you over like 15 minutes before they pulled you over, they could have arrested you for public defecation.
What do you mean, taking a shit?
Taking a shit in public.
You went?
No, you found great.
Anywhere near that?
Huh?
Were they anywhere near you when you took it?
No. Well, you know what's kind of crazy? Is that if I didn't have to take a shit, I would have probably never ran into them cops.
Yeah. Probably not.
No. But the fact that I had to go. Now, just imagine this.
Shits, man.
No. But just imagine before I go back to the second story. Just imagine this, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine. What was I about to say? If I didn't make it home, and I thought I was, and I did that, trying to get home, and the cops pulled me over. Yeah. You know how embarrassing that would have been?
Wait, say that again?
I didn't make it home.
Oh yeah, if they pulled you over and and you just shit yourself in the car, they probably would have just felt bad. They probably let's just go, man, go.
Look, I probably would have just drove like this all the way home. Like, man, I got a nervous condition, man. I gotta get home.
Yeah, but then they'd be like, they think they're all tough. Like, hey man, I pulled this guy over. You got scared so much you shit his pants.
Yeah, he shit his pants, man. It's crazy. So anyway, the next time I got
you got pulled over for smiling.
It was dark outside. In my tent, my windows was kind of down. So I'm just I'm at the stoplight. I'm at the stop sign. He had the stop sign. So you know, like one person let the other person go. So his lights was on. So when I looked at him, I said, "Oh, thank you." Smiled at him.
Yeah.
This fucking asshole pulled me right over.
Yeah.
He puts his hands on my door. Hey, buddy, you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no. You look suspicious. Why are you smiling? Well, officer, I was just a nice gesture that, you know, sit here, sit tight. License and registration. He had me just sitting there for about 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Just because I was smiling.
Yeah. That remind me actually of like sort of like it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing, which is like there's the stereotype of like that the black people like are always like they don't like smile.
You know
right?
how
Like they don't look cheery enough.
hard it is to be black in America.
No, I don't.
I know.
I don't know.
And it's stressful.
I know. Well, I understand what you have to go through, but I've never had to be through that.
We gotta deal with the cops. We gotta deal with our own people. We gotta deal with like just being judgmental. It's just so much sometimes. You just be like, come on. If you speak your mind, you're being too aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well, what I was gonna say was, real quick, Miss over there.
Yes,
Have you ever been told that you need to smile more?
I have.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, no, that's my point. No, like
Well, not now. I try to not look so evil. But when I was younger, I used to walk around with. Take it out my face.
RBF.
Yeah, exactly.
RBF.
So yeah, people would tell me to smile more.
wow.
Yeah. Now, what I was trying to wink with that was that it reminded me of the whole like you got pulled over just because you were smiling.
Now shame.
Right. But like the thing is that like that there's a stereotype is that like black people don't smile, right? Like they don't smile when you take pictures, they don't do this, right?
Yeah,
and so it's like so white people are constantly telling black people, oh, you should smile more, you should smile more.
You know
right?
what's funny?
But then in your case, it's like they pulled you over just for smiling, and so it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. Because if you're not smiling, you need to smile more. If you're smiling, you look too happy, you're suspicious, you're hiding something.
You know what's so sad about all this? Is that I went somewhere and a white person asked me, why are you smiling? You're happy. What you happy about? Now I can't be happy. Like, what do you want? When if you're too happy, something wrong. And then you're too mean, there's no in between. It's either black or blue. Like, come on, give us a break. Give us a break. I think even in the work world, black people are looked at as just being obedient. You can't voice your opinion. You can only say but so much, and if you say a little bit too much, especially speaking your mind, then you're a problem. Mm-hmm. You're a problem because they can't have no control and no authority over you. And I just feel like I see certain white people say some of the craziest things in the workplace, but I don't say nothing. It's all justifiable, and it's just like, why? All I ask is that I may say something, or a person may say something that's reasonable. Mm-hmm. Like, well, can I take my lunch at 1 instead of 2 because I have to check in with my kid?
Right.
That's reasonable.
Right.
But here, some people be like, look, I just want to take lunch at this time because to make the time go fast, and it's justifiable. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But mine's wasn't. Well, no, this is your lunchtime. This is your break. It's supposed to be. You come back this time. You call later. It's just like, is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, certain things that certain people do is just, I don't know, man. I don't really.
White people need to make black people lead.
They do.
I said that really fucked up. I really messed up my words when I said that. What I said white people need to let black people live. I really fucked up my words when I said that.
They don't though, man. That's the thing about it, man. I just be like, yo, some days I just be like, yo, man, stop. Just stop.
That's a don't edit that shame part.
Yeah, don't edit
I really fucked that up.
That's okay.
That's a please don't edit that. I gotta pull that on myself now.
Don't edit it.
No,
have you seen those videos?
I have.
Yeah.
You showed me.
I gotta make it for myself now. God damn it. I gotta do it.
Oh my god.
I'm about to play some music. I'm like really just like really want to talk about this today, man.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like if you don't talk about it, then things of it can't get resolved. And I think some people just feeling afraid to talk about it because we can't talk about racism. Oh shoot. Something gonna happen. Why do you want to bring that up? Especially, I think they should bring it openly to the workplace too. What you think, Shane?
Of what?
You think they should bring it up to the workplace?
If it's present in the workplace, it
I
should
think
be
it
brought
is.
up.
I think it's very present.
I mean, but then again, it depends on your workplace.
You'd
right?
be surprised what certain workplaces and what I've seen in the workplace that people are afraid to talk about because of these situations. You know what I mean? Like, it's been like really some hidden racism where I'm at.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, this is not real. It's real. We're going to come back another side of the Terrance Henry Show. It is 6:21. Our guest is not here yet. I don't know what's going to happen when he gets here. Like, we're going to play your song and speed this up, buddy. Y.Ryda, where you at, man? Come on, let's go.
We're going to interview them both at the same time.
That's
and we're
what-
going to play one of their songs, one of her songs, come back, interview them, play one of his songs, one of her songs, come back, interview them.
And that's exactly what we're going to do, apparently.
Multitasking.
Okay, we back. W Ground Radio, the Terrance Henry Show. We are live before the Fed. Me in the building, man. I got a special guest. He's no stranger to the Terrance Henry Show since him and his brother was on here. Y.Ryda in the building. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on?
I got your name right this time, right?
Yeah, finally.
What's going on? How you been, man? I been seeing you working, you pushing.
Grinding, man.
I see.
Grinding. Trying to get this live on my phone. Right, but been working, bro. That's
I know.
it, man. Like, I just had my 141st performance the other day.
Yeah.
A couple more shows this week. Performing pretty much every day. So, all over the place. All over the place.
So listen, you know what's crazy? When I listen to your music, it's like you want to get your point across.
Yeah.
Like you going to get your point across.
You gonna hear me.
You gonna hear me.
You gonna hear me.
Yeah, and that's what I hear it because I was listening to it today and I was like, yo, man, he really want to get his damn point across.
And I don't do no ad libs, no doubles,
No.
none of that. I record my songs straight through like I'm performing.
Right.
So everything is one track. Like, I'm just loud as hell. I perform, I don't use mics and all that. So it's like, you gonna hear me.
Yeah.
Like, no, one way or another.
So you've been bouncing around, checking the gram, just checking you back and forth, man. Like, every time I see you, it's a show.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a show, like, back to back, all night. So is besides you performing anywhere in Philly, is anywhere that's going to be outside of Philly that you want to go?
Yeah. Outside of Philly, let me see. I just was in Manhattan. It was me. But I just was in Manhattan 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was up there performing for let me see. What was that? I'm trying to remember the name of these people. But I was in Manhattan performing 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
See a show in Atlanta. I got a comedy tour coming up.
Comedy?
Yeah, I'm the musical act on the comedy tour.
With your brother?
No, he ain't on this one.
He not on this?
No.
How do you feel about that?
He doing his thing. We don't even follow each other.
Why not?
Business.
What?
Yeah, he blocked me.
Why?
Because he petty.
Y'all, wait, what's going on? Y'all arguing? You're not
No,
beefing.
that's my man. I blocked him on Facebook. Because he was there for my comments. Because I blocked his ass.
Oh my God, man. Y'all crazy.
So he gonna block me right back on Instagram, being petty, never unblock me. So, yeah, that's how that working.
Oh,
But he still hosts my shows and all that though. Like, still, so we still, sweet your man, still my guy.
Tell me a little bit about Don't Speak.
Don't Speak?
Yeah, Don't Speak too.
Don't Speak was, Don't Speak pretty much was, and that was in the middle of a depression. Like,
Yeah.
that was like everyday shit right there. That's how I felt. And
What was you going through? Was it something that hit you hard? Was it was it something consistent that was bothering you?
it's just going through motions.
Motion.
I'm saying it's just like I don't rap about none of that flashy shit. I don't rap about all the money, all the glitz and the glamour and all that, because that don't mean nothing.
Right.
I rap about whatever I feel. So on that day, if I felt 90 types of pissed off and depressed and stressed and all that, then that's what I'm gonna write about.
That's what I'm worried about.
And that's just how I come out. And that's just like my whole goal every time I write is strictly to touch on the emotion. And I'm just gonna tell you however I feel, and I'm gonna articulate however I feel. any most grand way that I could possibly do it. So that's how that shit came about that day.
All right, let's get into it.
Can I curse today? I can't curse.
No, you can curse.
All right, I can curse.
No,
We on.
it is internet radio.
All right, we on.
All right, we on. Let's get on to it, man. Don't speak here. It's Y.Ryda, Terrance show. Let's get into it. Yeah. Okay, we back. Deli Brown Radio, Y.Ryda in the building. You know, it's funny, man. That song, I can relate. I can relate. That's dope. That's dope. Now, when I heard it earlier, I may have felt indifferent to it until I heard it on the biggest. I heard it on the computer. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get the full
effect. You got hair. See, that's the difference.
Yeah,
I should have told you to get some headphones.
Yeah,
I sent it.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, I hear it, but I wasn't listening. But when I listened to it, like, damn, man, this is really real. So let me get this straight. Let me understand this. Your ex left you for a man.
You want to go all the way in.
Hey, listen, this is the part.
Listen all the way in.
I got to, man.
So all the way. All right, so this what happened. All right, fuck, we gonna be straight to it.
Yeah, get to it. Let me
Come back now. So this what happened, right?
Yeah.
So she left me a week before I came home. She got engaged a week before I came home.
She was already messing with you.
Yeah, got engaged a week before I came home. Literally 1 week. So I ain't find out today I came home.
Right.
So that's where that bar came from. My ex left me for a wedding ring. I guess materials meant everything. I let my heart cry out though. Fuck it, I was told to let it sit. I'm back. That was a minute ago. So
yeah, but still, I mean, how's that working out for you? You got the grandparents later?
I'm back.
Wow.
That's what it meant. Like I'm back. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so
that's
everything else in between.
So that song right there, you had to write. You had to write that song.
Yeah.
That
it's like everything coming in different parts. Like I wrote that song over 2 years prior. So it wasn't like I sat down one day and everything came about. This is that one day I pieced everything together.
Okay.
Because the way I write is like I move around all day long and I might come up with a little piece here, a little piece there, and I'm just thinking and I just be storing and stashing everything away. And then when everything come to me and I put everything together, all the little 4 bars here, the little 6 bars there, the little bridge here, the little hook here, I just string everything together. Everything lined up and form, and when that shit come together. So I'll never sit down and plan it right. It's just active. Like as I'm moving the fuck around, shit comes to me.
Tell me about Grind.
Grind 4, we take 1 step back, take 10 steps forward.
Yeah.
I took a loss. That's what happened. When Grind 4 came out, I took a loss. And I don't remember what the fuck happened, but something happened, and like I had to bounce back.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm in my crib and I'm just pacing back and forth. I got this little studio apartment in University City at the time, and I'm just pacing back and forth in this joint.
Yeah.
And then I just said it though. I was like, all right, take 1 step back, take 10 steps forward.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck we grind for.
Yeah, that's real shit.
That's what the fuck we grind for. And then that's when the rest of it came about.
All right, let's get into it. That's what we grind for. Let's go. Y.Ryda, Terrance show. Y'all hear me? I hear the pain, hear it in his voice. I see what's going on. Let's go. We're new. All right, cool. We back. Deli Brown Radio. You know what's funny? That song right there, man. It kind of reminds me of the same thing like, with everything that you do. Apply to life. You know, anything that you want to do, that you see the tunnel, you're gonna have these bumps. You're gonna have these roads. You're gonna have these things where as though it gets to a point, man, like, what am I doing this for?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When you get to that point where you taking them, like you said, them backs to get to the up, like I feel like sometimes that's how it is with this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know, you saw him at the old radio station. Now we here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But do you see the people that was here with? You know what I'm saying? It's like I gotta go.
Exactly. And it's like it's all about the individual grind.
Yeah.
And that's what I be trying to touch on. It's not about particularly what I had to deal with individually. It's the fact that I had to deal with a hella bit of adversity. You know what I mean? So it's like I had to push through. So I want to make a song about pushing through. So no matter what you going through, push through. And it's like, man, that's all this shit about. Take 1 step back, take 10 steps forward.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck we grind for.
Yeah. So we had to tell me you had 8 albums.
And yeah, I got 8 albums recorded. 8 albums recorded, fully recorded, all the way done. The 9th drum, I'm working on it right now. And when I drop, I'm flooding. Like I'm flooding.
So with all these 8 albums, so say.
That's why when you was like, yo, send me your best 7 songs, I'm like, bro, I can't send you my best 7. I don't got the best 7.
Like, sometimes people got that. Like 8 albums now, I know. Like, you working like Tupac now? Like, what's going on?
I recorded 1 track. So if I go in there, let's say I get an hour of studio time, I need to do 6 to 9 songs in that hour. Because every time I go in there, I need 3 minutes. So I work as fast as the engineer can keep up.
So let me ask you something. Like, do you lose any ideas with all that?
Yeah, I lost more songs than everybody else ever thought of. I lost way more than anybody ever thought of. Cause I got thousands and thousands and thousands, but my whole life is structured around this. I am art. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a rapper, I'm not a poet, I'm not an artist, I am art. See what I'm saying? Like, I do nothing else in the meantime. Like, this is my full-time job. Like, it's a hobby. Ain't no, I clock in 9 to 5 and I do this on the part-time, I trap and I do this on the part-time. Like, no, full-time, I grind, art, entertainment. Because the goal is to transcend entertainment in the whole. I can't do that shit if I'm sleeping. I can't do that shit behind a desk. I can't do that shit on a construction site. I can't do that shit in jail. I can't do that shit trapped in front of the poppy store. I gotta get this shit my all. Because at the end of the day, that work ethic gonna speak for itself.
Yeah, see.
You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna outwork me. You just had show 141. I'm gonna be the 1,000 by the time 2018 done.
So tell me about Take Me to a Place.
Take me to a place. That's my intro. That's my intro. That's like, that set the tone. Because my album that's coming up is called Currently. That's the name of my album. And it's 8 songs. And this song right here set the tone for the whole album. First thing I say is on there is, I ain't sleeping, weeks, failure is my caffeine. Having reaper dreams, but I can reach my dreams. So while I sleep, that's what I tell myself. And then you gonna hear the rest. I mean, but it's like, that's what I open the whole project up with. Because I feel as though the first thing that you say is really just going to set the tone for everything. So if you come off on your album and you want some bullshit, you're not making it past 30 seconds with me before I'm turning you off. Like, you got to grab me immediately for me to even tune in.
Let's listen to it. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Please.
That's my intro, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, we back. Dudley Quinn Radio, the Terrance Show with live for the fact me in the building. We got a lot going on. Let me turn this up. We got a lot going on right about now. Y.Ryda's in the building. MJ's in the building. She's doing good. She brought her guitar. And she's gonna play some music. You got some music that also you brought with us. And y'all two know each other.
Yeah. She had the open mics and everything. Yeah, she in the mix. She
like real calm, real sound.
Yeah, she don't be talking there, but she there.
Yeah, she there. Very nice. Yeah. So you brought the guitar. You gonna play that? Yeah. So we gonna get into that. Right. We're gonna finish up and everything like that. So
I'm gonna hear guitar too.
Yeah, okay, good. So the eight albums, right?
Yeah, 8.
So which one is releasing first?
First is gonna release is Currently.
Okay.
Which is the last one I recorded. Like, I came home with 2,500 songs. So it was like, I never got right again. Like, but I just keep writing. I never stop. So I got Currently coming out, and then after that is, I'm not sure. It's either gonna be Optimus Y, or it's gonna be the Book of Wachovia, or it's gonna be Y-Max Theater, or, you see where I'm going with these? Yeah, but it's gonna be something like that.
It's a lot, man.
I got a lot of these shows. I got The Legend of Y.Ryda, and then I got Ryda Music 1 through 4. I don't count them in the 8 though. Those, because those was from before I got booked. Those was from 09.
Right.
Well, 09 and from 06 to 09. So those is like the archives. But them joints is real.
You really about to like go like, cause my whole thing is like, when was the last time you came out with the whole
project?
Yeah.
November 20th, 2015. So I dropped singles since then.
Right.
But I ain't drop a whole project. So
I
be ordering music. That's performing. I perform, record. And that's it. And I'll be trying to drop it, and it's be like, not yet. And I'll be like right there. It's like, I'll be ordering music. They gonna work for this shit. They gonna work for this motherfucking music.
See, man.
You gotta build the entity though. Like, they have to want your shit. Like, you can't just drop and say link in my bio and think somebody gonna care. Yeah. You gotta give them a reason to want your music. So with these 141 shows I just did in the past year and a half, if this don't make you wanna buy my music, then ain't nothing gonna make you wanna get that shit. Yeah. So it's like, it's working for your audience. I'm giving my demographic a reason to want my music. I'm not gonna just try to shove a link in my bio down your throat.
That's dope. Crazy. Hold on, wow. So stay here. So we got MJ in the building.
Hey.
MJ, what's good with you? How you been?
I've been good. I've been on some journeys, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's crazy.
So inspiring songwriter and actress, which I didn't know.
Oh yeah. A lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people know about the acting, but that's really where it started. That and dance. Like when I was really little.
Yeah.
Just kind of fell into theater, but music was definitely just, it's kind of in my family, like, it, all roads pretty much were going to land there anyway. But I just felt like with music, you can pretty much make more of a individual approach to it. Like, of course there's competition in any lane, but I don't know. I just see it clicking with music more.
So the thing you did with Onyx, right? I know you told me you were performing that. Tell me a little bit about it. I know that wasn't pretty much your scene, but what was that feel like doing something in Onyx performing, especially with the type of songs you had in that atmosphere? Like, what was going through your mind?
It was fun. Like I like challenges. Like I get a high off it, I think. So I like just kind of throwing myself into shit that I'm like, damn, it's gonna be hard, but like, okay, let's go. And then for the most part, like it was some familiar faces in the crowd too, and like I don't know, I don't really be in strip clubs, no, but like, you know, I don't mind going out for a night or whatever. So like I could do the scene for a second, like just kind of got into it, and it was, I don't know, it was a good chance though, because me and Key were the only females there, I think. Pretty much like doing what we do, like I just think us as a duo, like we're individual artists too, but us as a duo is just something really different. So having that opportunity to like maybe showcase that to some people who maybe would have never seen us at a coffee house thing, or never seen me at a coffee house thing, or maybe would have never went there. Like I can show them like I can turn up too, because I kind of get painted in that box of like acoustic cafe girl, which is definitely part of me. You know, like it's definitely part of the identity, but like I had to be careful not to make a box of that. Cause I was like, oh wait, I think that's what people think I do all the time.
Right. So you want to put yourself in certain different lanes so people hear and captivate the music.
Yeah, I just want to do what any artist really wants to do, like just communicate with the.
No, you good.
Okay, I know.
You want to be culturally ratchet. That's it. That's what I call my fest. Culturally ratchet.
We want to express ourselves. Like we want to. That's how I make sense of whatever the hell's going on up here. Like there's a quote I see like floating around social media and stuff for writers. Like we don't understand what's going on in our heads till we read it back to ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy. It's like you kind of gotta think it out, and then once I have that product, like that song or that poem or whatever it is, then it's, you know, it's like the full circle thing.
Just dope. Tell me a little bit about the song Glow.
Glow is kind of this little thing for fun. I actually wrote it a while ago. You know, it's just something like in the tub that I like was gonna drop randomly for fun at some point, but I don't know, certain things got in the way, and I was starting to get focused on other things. Like I got some other projects in the works, so I was just kind of like head first into that. But Glow is more. It's that glow that you have, I think, after going through like some shit, but like really going through it, like going through the whole thing, like not still in the middle of going through shit, like once you went through a full cycle of it and like learned the whole lesson, like.
What was the cycle?
What do you mean?
Like
that made Glow?
Yeah, like you said you would do a whole cycle.
Gotcha. You should have knew that was coming. You should have heard what he said to ask me. Yeah.
Damn it.
You got the right one today.
And the reason why I say cycle, because we all go through a cycle in life where we're back. Until we complete the full circle to get an understanding of what it is we're going through and put it in its perspective. Some of them we love and some of them we don't love. You know what I mean? But all that time, it makes you evolve and make you grow.
Yeah.
You know, mentally and spiritually at the same time. And I think that, especially you guys being songwriters, you know, y'all can formally express yourselves through writing. I mean, and then it comes to the music. I'm just verbal. I just say it. Like, I just get to the point. Like, this is how I feel. I don't care. Like, somebody's going to be.
You got it easy.
Yeah, I get right to the point. And, you know, I think that, you know, you guys fully expressing through music, you're not only talking to yourselves, you're talking to everybody.
Through yourself.
Through yourself.
Like you're talking to everybody through yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit.
Because somebody can actually, like, really, like, damn, I'm going through it. When I heard your song, yo, man, I've been there numerous of times.
Rock can just mumble and try to get you to dab all day.
Nah.
That's the options out here right now.
I could do that, you know what I'm saying, at the club, you know what I'm saying? But it's not justifiable.
Right.
It's just
Not on every day.
Yeah, but when you leave a club, when you stop dabbing, you hit with reality.
Absolutely.
And the reality songs is the ones that channel the most.
That's more of your day. You know what I'm saying? Like the hours of your day and then the hours of your week, hours of your year, however you want to put it, that's more of your time. You're only going to turn up with for so much. The rest of your day, the majority of your day is always going to be reality.
It's going to be reality. And it's the crazy part about it. So let's get into it. Let's get into Glow, MJ in the building.
Oh,
shit. Do it right now.
This is like our first like fresh out the stew.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's hear it.
It's not
Glow.
even
What?
Oh no, I'm saying it's not even up yet. Like this is really the first.
Yeah. Oh, this is exclusive. This is exclusive
Chop a
here.
bomb on it, Terrance.
Oh,
Chop a bomb on it, Terrance.
shot.
Man down. Oh, 007 gunshot.
Oh, we got to turn this up.
As you get rich, now try Jones and say.
Bro, man, I love when new music come on my show. Let's get into it right here. Glow, MJ in the building. Let's go. Or they call her the lovely Marrissa Joy. Let's go.
It's not good.
Yeah. Okay, we back. Deli Grind Radio with Terrance on the show. We back. Yo, this is what I want to say. I don't want to say this right. So how I envisioned that song, right? I'm high. I'm high. I got the windows rolled down. I got somebody next to me pretty, and I'm just coasting.
I like good music.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
You need a videographer?
yeah, like that is just yeah.
I
That's
direct
dope.
videos.
I got some video ideas. I haven't had video.
Me and Capture by Casper.
We gotta talk.
Yeah, definitely. Cause that song was I like that.
Thank
Yeah, especially the night tonight, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so. That's what I meant with the cycle or the lesson or whatever you want to call it. Like after the fact, where you're just like, all right, like over the pain, over the whatever. And you start taking in the lesson part of it, and you start like dropping the human emotion, ego type of things. And you're like, all right, now what was I supposed to like learn from this? Like, what is this? And then you get it, and then you're like taking your steps back out, and you're like, nah, like I have no choice but to feel my fucking glow. Like, nah, like because no one's gonna give it to you. Like. You just gotta turn that shit on and be like, nah, like, this is mine. Like,
You know what's crazy? I get from the both of y'all. I get free. Absolutely free. Like y'all free. Like
I'm a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, like
I'm a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, like y'all are like I can tell like y'all mentally free.
I wear beads every day, bro.
Yeah,
You can tell I'm free. I wear beads and stones.
You got the
Like,
stones. Like, you free.
no,
I
I
was
ain't
gonna
go.
go.
The car broke down.
damn.
But you're free though.
Yeah, I wasn't free to go to the party last night, but I was free.
Like, when I see you, I just feel like you're free. You have like a free mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, everybody is going through their own fight, of course, but I see like a sense of peace between y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people die for that.
You know what that is though? The common ground is the culture. That's what it is. The common ground is the culture. It's different. It's different scenes of the underground. Like you got a lot of different scenes. So it's like how she was saying with like the cafes and the stuff like that. Like how she gets stereotyped.
Yeah.
It's like you like because people don't see like the culturally ratchet events that we be at sometimes. Like we be at some shit that just be like it be ratchet as hell.
Right.
And we be turning up. Like like my shirt, Young Black and Lit. It was the Young Black and Lit party yesterday. They was all in there on some like culturally ratchet shit. Like, but we get stereotyped.
Yeah, of course. And we're gonna talk about that soon. As soon as we get done with everything, I just want to bring up a topic of discussion that I talked about earlier with Shane about the whole kneeling in the NFL. But that's right after we get towards more music with MJ. I know you sent me. How many songs did you send me? Because I got 2.
Oh, there's 2 in the first email, and then the actual one. Is
There's
like
4 on my.
Good. My man, Shane.
Yeah, let's go, Shane.
One
I'm gonna
said
take
like
this
Give it up for Shane, y'all. We get that class.
Yes, you want to give it up for Shane. Definitely, man. Like, his Shane came through, so this is exactly why.
Shane been coming through for a while, man.
Yes.
Shane consistent.
Yes.
Shane the only one left. Last Mohicans.
Yo, you
Last Mohicans.
He knows. Yes, he knows. He definitely knows. So look,
Shane got that work in, man.
I got all your
Thank you,
songs in
thank
here,
you.
MJ. So I'm about to play them up right here, right now. And here we go, right here. Boom, here we go. So, okay, yeah, I got 3.
Oh, there's 3 there?
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, okay.
But it's better than when it was 2. Because now we got one more time. This is Master.
Yeah, that's off of the album Notebook Therapy. Yeah, Glow, and then the other one that's on there should be Run It. So Glow and Run It were just like fun little like singles, but one more time is part of that album Notebook Therapy.
What about it?
Just out,
What about it? We know you got emotional on there. You want to give us all the little fun, cute stuff. We know you was emotional. We want to hear your feelings.
Yeah. You gotta.
One more time was. It's like a part 1. It is.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of like recognizing recognizing a lot.
That's
all. I want to let it be interpreted before I like.
let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. Yeah. On the Terrance show. You know what? Look, before I go into the show, I was like, I hope she speaks up. Because you have a very soft voice.
No, it's a problem. Like sometimes my friends, they're like, no, I can't fucking hear you. Like, for like in the same room. Like it's
right.
I don't know. You know.
I know.
All right, cool. Let's get into it, y'all. All right, here to run it, man. Marrissa Joy in the building. My man, Y.Ryda and Marrissa in the building. Let's go. Terrance show with live for Affect Me in the building, man. Like, yo, Marrissa Joy. Yo, that was dope.
Thank you.
Let me ask you something. How does it feel for your songs to actually be on radio now?
I'm getting used to that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not used to it, but that's what I'm trying to. It's I don't know, it feels good. Just feels good to have that shit be heard. Like I'm kind of fascinated with communication, so that's just what I get out of all this. Like communicating anything, connecting with people through music. Like it's really interesting. Like it breaks so many boundaries and barriers in a second. It's just like it's fun.
So let's get into it. So tell me, did I play One Time More for the Man? I didn't play that yet, right?
No.
Okay. Tell me about that.
That's a really intimate song for me, I think. The whole project that it's from is from a collection of songs that I wrote in college. Like pretty much my first songs on the guitar that I was like proud of, like complete little things. So open mic songs and stuff like that. So when I did this project, I attempted to put this project out a couple times, like, but I don't know, I was so picky about the sounds and so picky about everything. But I really just wanted it to be a full acoustic project of those old songs. Like they were still my babies, but it was like, you know, just old good songs. But One More Time and The Sounds that's also on there, on that album, is the only new ones that's on there. Like, so that was written this year.
So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Them two songs was dope, by the way. Thing what happened, I listened to it early, I couldn't hear it, but you get a better perspective of music when you hear that shit surround sound.
Yeah, you need the bass.
I don't even like listening to it without it.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, we back. W.Y. Radio. Terrance show. We live for the Affect in the building. Hey, listen, I got a lot of talent in the building right now, man. Like, I feel like, I feel like. Can I say something? I feel like I find talent. Hey, look.
That's a talent.
Yeah, because that's it. Look, I listen
That's
to
the biggest talent.
Yeah,
It pays the most.
Yeah, but I really like. I'm trying to tell you. I think everybody that come on my show is dope. I just always feel that way. Like I just find people and I just listen. I'm like, yo, I know it. You know what I'm saying? It's something about it. You know what I mean? It's always like that. Always like that for me. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to give myself some kudos.
Yeah, that's some stuff.
So you about to perform, right?
Yes.
Wait, I gotta put on the red light for that.
Okay. Ooh.
I gotta put the red light on for that.
Get these strings together.
Hold on.
Stop playing with me.
If I say, yeah, get the strings together, I won't perform with you.
That's the good, because you're gonna get it.
I was thinking.
You're not gonna get it,
I
Shane?
had something like you could just start freestyling and shit. Like, you wanna do that?
Huh?
Because I could just do like a cover.
Oh, y'all want? All right, hold on. All right, we gotta put the
I know
red.
you.
Can you get it, Shane? You got it?
I'm getting it right now.
Okay, good. All right.
Getting our lights on.
Let's just stop too.
Come on, we on air right now. We on air right now. We live right now.
Oh shit.
On the Terrance show.
Alright, wait. Okay, so. There we go. Okay. So I just put a recording of this out, but y'all are.
Go ahead, take your time. You got it.
Oh boy, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky that flies over my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep on this, I know one of these days we gon' hook it up, probably talk on the phone. Let's see, I know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't let you, but
what I do, what I say. And I'm just asking you to take a leap of faith. It takes 2 wings in order to fly away. It takes 2 wings in order to fly away. It's more about what I do, more about what I say. And I'm just asking you to take a leap of faith. It takes 2 wings in order to fly away. It takes 2 wings in order to fly away. Keep on. Admit that you built it up. Had a wall around your heart and you admit that you built it up. But I climbed to the top and fell in. Shit, I'm Humpty Duck. Shit, I fell in and fucked it up. Now look what we're coming for, such a beautiful mess. Cursed that we blessed, must confess. Since we met, I ain't think about no ex. Must confess. Y'all slow it down on me. You trying to listen and play at the same time. No, man, yeah. Yeah, let's give a round of applause for the artists in the building tonight. Let's give a round of applause for the artists in the building tonight. Yes.
Listen, man, listen, that was dope. That was definitely dope, man. So we're gonna come back on the other side and play some music, and for the last 40 minutes or so, I'm gonna talk about subject. I just want y'all views on it. I was talking about the NFL, about the kneeling situation. I think, there's a good ways as a topic, to talk about it. So I'm gonna get into some music real fast. We're gonna come back on the other side and we're gonna talk about it. That's cool with y'all?
Sounds Gucci.
Alright, cool. Alright. Let me play some music here. Alright. Okay, we back. Deli Grind Radio, the Terrance Show, man. Listen, man, I would by far say this is one of my best shows that I've had, especially just being solo. You know what I mean? I really appreciate y'all guys for coming in, spreading the good vibes and the love. I really want to thank y'all. You already know. So, me and Shane was talking earlier before we get out of here. We was talking about the whole kneeling thing in the NFL. About, the players kneeling and stuff like that to the flag. Me personally, how I feel about it, I think more can be done just kneeling. I think now it's displayed more because of what Trump said instead of what was the whole bigger cause why Kaepernick was kneeling is for the injustice of the people that have gotten in situations with the police. Now I just think now they're just doing it. Like there's no action in it. I mean, let's do something. Let's put the proceeds, do a trust fund and put to the victims, something like that. Let's create this situation. We all know the NFL not going to do it, but 70% of the players in the NFL, not even more, are African American men. So I just wanted to get y'all partake on, since you guys are, Afrocentric neo-soul artists. What was y'all whole intake on everything?
I think it's awesome. I really think, and it's funny because I got a conversation with my dad about this, and he was kind of like, yeah, football is usually my escape from all this bullshit, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, but it's really fucking awesome. You gotta understand the platform that they got, and it's I'm sure everyone else would just like to escape in football, but at the end of the day, how much you gonna run away and escape from what the fuck's going on right now? You don't get to. So I can't see those people with that platform and not doing it. But I could agree with you. Okay, so now what though? That's awesome. We got a conversation started. We got some icebreakers. We got people of all colors talking about this collectively. Okay, what should we do about this? Let's recognize this problem. Right. It's gotten everyone's attention. But what's next?
You're right. What's next? Let's do it. What you think?
So my thing on this kneeling situation, right? Kaepernick started off sitting on the bench. Right. That's how his protest started with him sitting on the bench. And then his teammate, which was a war veteran or something like that, I believe, who served in the military, told him about how they kneel to pay their respect to the fallen soldiers and the things like that. To pay your respect to the soldiers, he kneeled. Okay. So that's it. You ain't doing nothing wrong in my book. You're not offending anybody because you went from sitting on the bench to kneeling for that purpose. Right. Do I feel like there's need to be more action? Not yet. Not yet. Because after it was spoke on, all right. So the action was them continuing to kneel. Mm-hmm. That was the action. Because after Trump spoke on it, that was his action. Right. So the next action is to continue to kneel. Now it's just kneel. What I seen personally is that since Trump spoke out on the shit, you have more of the players that is not a minority kneeling. You had the coaches, the owners that's kneeling. So that's what came out of. That's the action that came out of. So that's the next action.
Right.
So it's like a whole little chess game right now. As long as that's peaceful protest. No problem with that.
Right.
So strategic peaceful protest.
Okay.
Can't lose.
Keyword strategic.
Okay.
I
All
just
right.
like the conversation and start.
Yeah, because I mean, we'll see. I don't know if any kneeling was going on. I haven't even watched football.
It went on today. I
did?
guarantee it went on.
Yeah.
It's going on more than ever.
Yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers was the ones who didn't come out the locker room, except for the one player.
I actually heard that the players who didn't come out from the locker room actually didn't want that. There was something about that where like apparently someone told them to stay in the locker room during the anthem.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But the coach is black.
Well, you heard what happened with the coach, right?
Which one?
With Mike Tomlin.
Black coach from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Black.
So, the fire chief of Pittsburgh said that he was. What did he say? He was nothing. He's just another no good nigga or something like that. It was and he said it, and then it was like it wasn't like a. Like, it got out, and it was just like, that was after that.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, it happened last week. And then...
Well, see, when people do peaceful protests...
Because, Meek Mill posted about it. And then after that, it got even bigger. First, it was just an article.
Wow.
And then just talk about it in the sports world. Then as soon as Meek posted it, then it was like, entertainment talk about it.
Right.
And it was like, it was a big thing.
Well,
So I see that's why none of them came out.
You see
that's
what
why they
happens,
took it to the next level, because I didn't know that happened.
But you see what happens when we do protests or whatever. The racism comes out, and people now. This is nobody disrespecting nobody. People got to understand this when it comes to protesting. We're protesting in the sense of we want peace and fair justice. But when you see white folks do it, when people down in Virginia did it, they're displaying hateful situations of why they don't like certain people, and that is a hatred situation. And Trump said, "Well, these were fine, decent people that were doing." No, these are not fine, decent people. Because if I was walking down the street in the middle of that, I don't know what the hell they're going to do to me. But for black people, if you see a white person down walking in the middle of the street, we're not paying them any mind or looking to do anything to them.
We're not having rallies.
Yeah, we're not.
It's not a riot. As long as it's a protest, it's not a riot.
Right.
Like, what's the issue? And it's like...
The issue is that you're speaking up at all, which is like the thing. It's like there's an interesting thing raised where it's like there is no correct way to protest. It's like like silently kneeling, like that's going to get people upset. Walking through the streets is going to get people upset. If you have to destroy property, people get upset. Like, and they tell you, oh, find a peaceful way to protest, but there is no correct way.
Right,
to protest.
there's like nothing else besides kneeling. There's nothing that you could do more than kneel.
I mean,
like, it's like
it just doesn't exist.
That's the most. I'm on the ground. I'm already on the ground if I'm kneeling. It don't get no more peaceful than that. Like, honestly, like
They don't.
unless I'm kneeling on a landmine, it's nothing to like. But like you said, you absolutely right. There's no peaceful way to protest.
It's not.
There's no way to protest that would appease white people. There's no way to protest to make them happy. Because no matter what you do, if you're protesting, they ain't gonna be happy.
I wonder if I know it's been talked about before, like protests that leads to like financial effects, like hit in the pockets.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that type of protest.
And that's where it was like on the numbers on the NFL this year was down a lot.
Yeah.
It was it was like 20% or something like that. But if you're taking 20% away from a multi-billion-dollar corporation, that's millions of dollars we're talking about now. Nobody like to lose millions of dollars. So
That'll get attention.
and that's why the owners started kneeling with the players now, and it's becoming more of a bigger statement because now they pockets getting hit directly with boycotts.
The owners kneeling with the players though is like they're not doing it because of the cause that it's like raising
I think
awareness.
It's because that 20% viewing drop. Like,
they're doing it because Donald Trump talked shit on the NFL, and the thing is, a lot of the owners in NFL are friends with Donald Trump. A lot of them give money to his campaign when he was running for president. So, when he starts shit talking their business, they say like, oh well, screw you too. We'll kneel too.
Exactly.
So they're not kneeling to raise awareness of police brutality against black people. They're just kneeling because they don't like what the president said.
Yeah,
they're not kneeling for the same reason.
Money, and it's like
They're not kneeling for the same reason.
it's business.
Okay. So listen, we about to get out of here. I really appreciate y'all time. We gotta do some drops right before we leave though. But we're about to get out of here. I appreciate y'all two for coming on. Y'all two definitely got a link for to do a track together because that dope.
Me and Nelly Furtado.
Yeah. So I see you next Sunday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Always the best show in the world.
Best damn show in the world.
Best show in the world. We got Dorsey Delicious coming on. She actually is a person who does food. She's a culinary artist, does a lot of food. So she's gonna be here.
She bringing samples?
Yeah, she probably brings some samples. So we'll
Shane assisted that day.
So we'll see what happens. We're gonna get out of here. Love and War featuring Mel Austin by Del P is up, and we out here.
Del P was a feature at my show in August.
He was?
For his birthday. I let him be the feature in my event at Art Inspires Art. August 25th it just passed.
Yeah, shout out to Del P.
Shout out to Del P. Man.
Yeah, he was the first dude I interviewed on that when I was back at PMG Radio. He spit for 15 minutes straight.
Damn.
I wish I had that footage. We gotta talk to him about that. We out of here. Yeah.
So I am Y.Ryda. This is the Terrance Henry Show, the best damn show in the world. Every Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. on DG Radio. Download the app. Art Inspires Art, y'all.
My name's Marrissa Joy. You gotta make sure you turn into the Terrance Henry Show, the best show in the world, every Sunday, 6 to 8. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.